Testimonials are one of the most powerful marketing tools at your disposal, one of the most powerful selling tools. So today we're going to talk about testimonials and using them in your marketing. And I want to show you a pretty cool example from my own marketing. These are the proven direct response marketing, copywriting, and entrepreneurship success strategies you can use today to write your own ticket and create the life you want. I am Roy Furr, and this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Now, here's today's breakthrough. All right, before we dive in, today's episode is, as always, sponsored by me. And specifically, every day when I do these little sponsorship plugs, I want to give you I want to point you towards a relevant piece of training to the topic that's being covered. And today, that relevant training is, it's training that's called Proof, Credibility, and Believability. The subtitle is 26 Ways to Instantly Increase Your Selling Power. And it actually goes into 26 different types of proof and credibility elements that you can use to convey your message in a way that is more believable. Because if your prospect doesn't believe your promises, doesn't believe whatever you're saying, they're not going to buy your offer. So check out the link in the description. That's part of the BTMS Insiders training library, where you pay one low monthly fee. You get access to everything that I promote every day, including this proof, credibility, and believability training. You have instant streaming access to over 150 hours of copywriting, marketing, and entrepreneurship training, and it's all part of the membership. So check out the links in the description to that. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do everything you can to engage with these episodes so you get more content like this delivered to you, and so this content will be shared with more people like you who will find it valuable. So I want to actually do a little screen sharing here for this cool new tool that I built, and actually my assistant Stephanie did most of the work building, but that I conceptualized here. So this is my brand new reviews page on BTMS Insiders. So this is, it's my training library, but it's also this is a great example of doing this kind of, practicing what I preach in these episodes. So if you click reviews on any page at BTMSinsiders.com, it brings you here. And as you can see, you can just basically scroll forever on this page. You can just keep scrolling, and you can read all the different reviews for, high velocity copywriting, story selling masterclass, client getting blueprint, and just, keep going down through all of this different emotional direct response copywriting royalties, and pay for performance, all of the different training that I have. Basically, I took, like any good marketer, I took the best reviews, but I get such consistent good reviews at BTMS Insiders. And on the individual product pages, if there's anything less than a 5-star review, it's there. So I'm not hiding any reviews that are less than a 5-star review. But on this particular page, you just kind of scroll forever and you see all these different comments, including, I was just talking about proof, credibility, and believability. Kasaba said one of the most important trainings in copywriting. Michael said 26 types of proof every copywriter should know before writing a promo. Simon, a treasure trove of ideas. Jude, Roy Furr gave a lot of examples and ideas on how to increase the believability of your offer. Will called it invaluable. So as you can see, I've been scrolling forever, and I'm like reaching the halfway point at this point. And I've been very, very intentional with BTMS Insiders building the entire thing to try and solicit reviews. So as you go through training inside BTMS Insiders as a member, I do ask you to leave an honest review. And I don't, I'm not one of those people that like Amazon kicks off Amazon who's just asking for 5-star reviews. I ask you to leave an honest review, a review of the training as you have perceived it. And, through time, I've just been accumulating more and 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 more reviews, all contributing to this just epic list of all of these reviews or testimonials all in one spot. And the reason for this particular page, just as an object lesson in using testimonials in your marketing, is not necessarily for you to sit down and read that entire page. I don't think that I would want to sit down and read that entire page, even if I was going to buy something. It's just to convey this overwhelming amount of positive student feedback that I get from people who take my BTMS Insiders courses. And the thing is, like, yeah, you can zoom in and you can say, oh, I'm interested in this course. What have other people had to say, right? And that allows you to really engage with it and say, is this going to be for me? Is this not going to be for me? Which is, it points to the big value of testimonials as a selling tool, and that is that your customer, your client, whatever your name for the relationship that they have with you is, they're actually a better salesperson for your offer than you are. And I've gotten paid, a small fortune to be a salesperson for my clients through copywriting and marketing. And always, the customer of that client is a better salesperson, is a more valuable, a more believable salesperson than me. And so no matter how good of copy I write, it does not matter nearly as much as the right words from an ideal customer. And I learned a lesson from Dan Kennedy very early on in my copywriting. He was showing this this booklet that he made for one of his clients. Actually, I think it was Miracle Ear. And it was this booklet of all these different types of people and their stories for how they used Miracle Ear or their experience with Miracle Ear. And he called it a Find Yourself Here piece, right? And so you get this direct mail piece from Miracle Ear, or you pick up the packet in their office or whatever, and you open this book, and as you're flipping through the book, you're going to find somebody who has a life experience somewhat like you. And when you find that person, their story, their message, their testimonial is going to resonate with you on a level that's way deeper than any of the other stories. It's going to resonate with you on a level that's way deeper than any kind of marketing copy that could be put. And that Find Yourself Here, like somebody going through the same experience and finding a story of somebody who was in the same situation and who had success with the product or service, that's going to be oftentimes the deciding factor. Now, I have a very specific story and example about this. My daughter is super into She-Ra from the Netflix series She-Ra right now. And it's her birthday, and so she's getting a whole She-Ra costume, etc. And I'm actually still working on 3D printing a She-Ra sword, which has been quite a headache, full of a lot of misprints. And so in the short term, because her birthday's coming up quick and we haven't been able to get this 3D printing thing to work yet, we came up with a short-term solution. And that short-term solution is a sword that we bought off Amazon, like this She-Ra sword. But it's not a She-Ra sword. It's like a Roman soldier costume sword. And what I did when I went on Amazon was I scrolled down, like I was just looking for swords, right? And I thought, this one looks pretty good. And I scrolled down to the reviews, and I actually saw that there was a woman who did a She-Ra cosplay, and she actually used this sword and had a picture of her in the She-Ra cosplay with the sword, with her review, with her testimonial. And it instantly, like I showed that to my daughter and I said, look, this, here's the sword that we found that's going to be the short-term solution while we get the 3D printing thing figured out. And instantly the decision was easy to make that, yes, that's the one that we want. And honestly, when you look back at Amazon, I still remember being involved in e-commerce in the late 2000s, mid to late 2000s. And the owner of my company, he was not a huge fan of putting reviews, testimonials. Well, he was fine putting testimonials, but he wasn't fine putting reviews on his website because he didn't want people leaving negative reviews. He only wanted positive reviews, positive words. And honestly, I think that has turned into one of Amazon.com's secret success factors, that as much as all the other things that they've done have mattered, like free shipping and Prime and the Amazon Web Services, and all of those things have mattered. As an e-commerce company, one of the best things, one of the most effective things that they did was built this really robust review mechanism. And if you question this as an assumption, I will say that some of my favorite headphone brands, or like my favorite headphone brand is this Impal brand. And they actually got kicked off Amazon because they were trying too hard to get 5-star reviews. Not honest review. You don't get kicked off Amazon for trying to get reviews. Amazon loves reviews. But they were actually incentivizing people to give 5-star reviews. And so me saying that this is one of Amazon's secret success factors, if you look back over the years, Amazon has consistently protected the integrity of their reviews. Even when I get a bad review, like I said, I don't have them on that separate reviews page, but on the individual course pages, yeah, even the bad reviews are there. And there is a huge credibility element to that, a huge believability element to that as consumers, one of the first things we do when we are making our buying decision is we think, have other people tried this? Is the product any good? Will it live up to the promises? Will it live up to the hype? And to have reviews that are trustworthy, and to see those and be able to make a decision with the help of our peers, not just the marketer and what the marketer is willing to say about their offer. It's just massive in terms of instilling believability in your message. Now, a bonus little copywriting tip for you, especially if you're writing longer copy or finding where to use different testimonials and reviews in your marketing, is to find ways in all of your reviews to match them to your selling points. So for example, if you're writing copy about what a great deal your offer is, if you have a testimonial about what a great deal the offer is, or like, the quality is so high for the price paid, if you have a testimonial that says that, put them side by side, put them one after the other, put them next to each other. Or if you're talking about customer service, have a customer service testimonial. If you're talking about results from whatever it is, have a results testimonial. Again, just match your testimonials, match your reviews to your selling points when you're using them in your copy, and you'll find that they're even more effective at making sure that your prospect really connects with and believes whatever you're saying in your copy. And remember, if you do want to learn more about different types, there's 26 different types of proof, credibility, and believability. And my training on that is inside the BTMS Insiders training library. I'll include a link to that, as well as to BTMS Insiders and to the reviews page as well, if you do want to check that out. I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Every day I'm seeking with these episodes to help you increase your marketing genius, one episode at a time, and I hope that I have done that here. I will catch you again in the next episode. I'll see you soon. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.